What's going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all checking in with me here at Flight Sports TV. Feel me? Hope y'all having a good night out there, man. Feel me? Y'all go check out the new series. Underrated is an understatement. New series out. Feel me? We up to 3 episodes right now. Go check that out. I ain't gonna tell you who on part 3. Part 4 coming soon. Today we got a hot topic, man. We're gonna touch on Carmelo Anthony, man. He already better than half of the NBA, man. We're gonna spit some facts. We're gonna put a lot on the table. Before we get into it, definitely hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. Alright? I mean, yeah, all my people that's really rocking with me, you want to take the support to the next level. You can donate to this channel, support the stream. The link will be in the description box below this video, also in the comment section. Check out the merchandise store at pexoticshop.com. Get your merch. That's going to be all in the link in the description box. Okay, let's get right into it, man. Carmelo Anthony, man. His 6th game already, man, in the league. He ain't got 10 games in yet. And he already better than half of the NBA. He was already better than half of the NBA on the couch. But he back in the NBA validating his claims. Like I said, y'all go check out all my stuff. I'm not no newcomer to this Carmelo Anthony's talk and this saga. Like, I'm from New York, you feel me? I'm a Carmelo Anthony fan, you feel me? Melo represent New York City, right? So no matter if you're in Portland, wherever, Oklahoma is New York City. So basically, man, Melo today he's already about almost close to averaging 20 points a game already. He's basically eradicating all lies that was told by the media, coaches, and organizations. And just think about Daryl Morey talking that crazy talk, which he'll probably be fired by the end of this year. You feel me? With all the shenanigans they pulling up there. We'll get into all of that. Basically, his race is like Carmelo Anthony, man, has just been discredited, man. Everybody's been lied to, but I've been here spitting facts. Check out my previous content. I got the Disrespect of Carmelo Anthony series out. It's already up to 4 parts, okay? The 5th and final chapter. It's not out yet, but that's coming soon. I'm saving the 5th and final chapter for next week when they go and destroy the Lakers. You feel me? So I'm gonna save that. That's when the 5th and final chapter gonna come. When he dropped damn near 30 against the Lakers. I think that's what Melo said he prepping for. You feel me? They got the Clippers coming up soon. Look for them to show the Clippers some problems. At least Melo at least. So like I said, man, Melo is already better than half of the NBA. You want to know the number one? Want to know the number one fact? I have so many facts in my brain. It just starts to just get discombobulated. That's why I just stumble over my words sometimes. You feel me? Basically, man, Carmelo Anthony is still attracting double teams. Like I said, you cannot play Carmelo Anthony single coverage. Melo dropped 23 tonight. You feel me? Melo is scoring. Melo is dropping buckets out here, man. And I'm telling you, man. And I love C.J. McCollum, but C.J. McCollum, he just such a chuck. He's okay and all. It's 50-50 with him. But if he would have passed the ball to Melo a couple more times, Melo would have had 30. It's a tricky situation. He missed Melo a couple times while he was wide open. But that's one reason why he's better than half of the NBA. How many people in the NBA is drawing double teams? Do you look at some of these guys that's averaging all this, getting all this money and stuff like that? I stated about Draymond Green, he getting paid $100 million. I think he only averaging 9 points. Melo is already up to damn near 17, 18 points a game averaging. He gonna eventually average over 20. Melo's gonna drop 30 this season. I'm telling you. You feel me? He ain't gonna average 30, but he gonna drop 30. So basically, man, it's so funny because you ever watch like ESPN and Fox FS1, and then when they try to talk about Carmelo Anthony, they always put him at the end of the damn show for the last 60 seconds, and they touch on him for like 30 to 40 seconds. Pause. You feel me? You ever see that? You feel me? That's crazy. You know, they just you know they it don't make no sense. You feel me? Carmelo Anthony right now is helping propel the Portland Trailblazers back into the playoffs. Okay, he's leading them, and not they're winning. Carmelo Anthony is playing defense. He's hustling on defense out there. I'm just letting everybody know a lot of the lies that was told. Carmelo Anthony is eradicating all of those lies. Okay, I told people before, man. I already knew, man. I know. You feel me? So, you know, a lot of people not paying homage. You know, I had got a new subscriber. I believe my man was Cruz, if I'm not mistaken. I appreciate you subscribing, my man. I think it was Della Cruz, if I'm not mistaken. I appreciate you subscribing today, man. All new subscribers, man, definitely hit that subscribe button. Sometimes I can see you. When I see you, I'm shout you out. You know, I want to definitely shout out all my subscribers. I'm gonna definitely get shout people out. So hit that subscribe button so you on top of all the content and all that. You know, subscribe, talk to me. Let me try to let me know if you got a business or something. You know, a product. You know, let's get that promoted. You know, that's what I'm about here on Flight Sports TV. Is you know, I'm about promotion too. You feel me? Definitely, man. So what's your thoughts, man? Get in the comments section, hit that like button, and definitely hit that subscribe button. Okay. Carmelo Anthony been getting screwed over his whole career. You feel me? They've been trying to jerk Melo around his whole career. Started from when he was in the All Star. I mean, his rookie year. You know, when he should have won the Rookie of the Year award over LeBron James. Just the NBA was too scared to give it to him. You know, he had the similar averages as LeBron James. And mind you, Carmelo Anthony led his team to the playoffs in his first year in the Western Conference. Remember, Melo started in Denver. He didn't start in the East. You know, Melo was in Denver, out west. LeBron was in Cleveland. He didn't make it. He didn't make the playoffs his first year. Dwayne Wade didn't make it the playoffs his first year. Chris Bosh didn't make it the playoffs his first year. Carmelo Anthony was the only one who made the playoffs his first year. You feel me? The situations with Amari Stoudemire, you know, the coaching in Denver, you know, is a complete situation. You know, then he goes to Oklahoma City. People blaming him for that. Look what happened in Oklahoma City. Everybody got shipped off. He wasn't the problem there. You feel me? Look what's going on with the New York Knicks. They thought it was bad when he was there. Look what the hell is going on now with the Knicks. They traded Carmelo Anthony. The Knicks ain't never been the same. Never. It's like dumpster over there right now. Dumpster. Wide open dumpster over there with the Knicks. Look what's going on out there in Houston. I believe everybody is eventually going to get fired over there eventually. The general manager, the coach, and everybody. The owner ready to start cleaning house. James Harden got about 2 or 3 more years before they start talking about moving him if they don't get their acts together over there. You know, so it is what it is. So you see what happens when the situations with Carmelo Anthony. A lot of people blame Melo. A lot of people blame Melo for the problems, but once Melo leaves, you realize it wasn't really his fault. You know, sometimes they put him on the team to be a scapegoat. You know, people made it seem like Melo's supposed to retire, like he couldn't do nothing. It was almost like it was trendy to say Melo was garbage. Like it was a trend. Like it was popular. People thought it was a cool thing. It was a cool thing to say. So when I'm talking to youngsters, you feel me, young dudes, you know, they coming at me talking this Mellow slander. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You feel me? You know, you can't underestimate a dude with that type of heart. You feel me? People need to do their homework on Carmelo Anthony, man. Carmelo Anthony is one of the most, in his early years, even like middle years, he was one of the more clutchest players we had in the NBA. Not too many players hit as many game winning shots, game tying shots in the fourth quarter as Carmelo Anthony. You know, big playoff moments. You know, that's what I'm saying. When he was with the New York Knicks, he led them to a divisional crown, you know, second best record in the East. And then look what's going on now, man. I can't emphasize what's going on so much with the Knicks. It's just unbelievable. You know, because Carmelo Anthony just get the blame for everything. He's blamed for why the Knicks didn't do anything, but nobody touches on what happened with Amari Stoudemire. Like, it was actually supposed to be Amari Stoudemire's team, not Carmelo Anthony's. Amari Stoudemire ended up getting hurt and never coming back to even what close to what he was, and then Carmelo Anthony became the number one option. It was supposed to be Amari was the number one option, and Melo would have been the second option. And it's so crazy. The first year when Melo got traded to New York, Melo was actually deferring to Amari Stoudemire. You know, people try to make it seem like Melo's a selfish player. When Phil Jackson implemented the triangle offense, Carmelo Anthony was working in that triangle. He was trying to make it work. He was passing the ball. He was cutting. He was doing everything that was needed for the team. He wasn't a bad locker room guy. It was all this was lies. All of it was lies. People saying he can't play no more. He can't score. He's washed up. He's a bum. It's like all these were lies. And another thing, do you see Carmelo Anthony in the post? Well, I don't understand why Portland don't just throw Carmelo Anthony the ball in the post and just get the hell out the way. It's simple basketball. Give Melo the ball in the post and get the hell out the way. It's completely simple. I don't understand what the hell is going on. And you know, right now since Melo's on the Portland, I'm really locking in the Trailblazers games, and I don't really see they chuck up a lot of shots over there. Damian Lillard, CJ, they chuck a lot of shots up, and I'm not disrespecting any of them. Damian Lillard hits a lot of spectacular shots. The only thing I think about Damian Lillard is you can't rely on things like that all the time. You know, sometimes, and I don't know if it's Terry Stotts. Sometimes they just let Damian Lillard and these guys chuck up 40, 50, 45 footers. You know, just crazy. Like, this not even the offense. They're not even running the offensive play. It's just Damian Lillard getting the ball and shooting a shot from deep. And sometimes it goes in, but I'm just saying, pause. Sometimes it works, but you can't rely on that consistently. It was so many times where they could have just dumped the ball to Melo on the post and got the hell out the way and see whatever happens. Either he's going to get to the line or he's going to score. Melo is money from mid range. They make it seem like Melo was old, a dinosaur or something. You know, Carmelo, yeah, this is a dinosaur, all right. Melo about to average over 20 points a game, and it's gonna make everybody sick. But the only thing I'm asking for is all the people that was the slandering Carmelo Anthony, just come to the altar and pay homage. When you wrong, you wrong. Pay homage, man. That's the problem what I don't like with people, man, because Melo balling and everybody hiding now. All the people that was dogging Melo is tucked in the cave. Come out. Come out and face the music. Say all y'all gotta do is say I was wrong, you right, I was misled. I really wasn't watching it for myself. I was watching a lot of First Take. I was listening to a lot of Max Kellerman. I was listening to a lot of Nick Wrong. I was listening to a lot of Chris Broussard. A lot of all these fools. You know, you got you got to watch these dudes. Rob Parker. You know, you gotta watch these dudes especially with the Mellow slander, because there is false accusations, and they all need to be evaluated. But that's what I wanted to let y'all know, man. He's better than half of the league right now, man. Evaluate these guys. How many people in the league is averaging over 20 points per game? How many people in the NBA is basically you have to double and send triples at them? You know, like I told y'all, is LeBron James. Yeah, he's playing maybe at MVP level. That's fine. But LeBron James is not the only player in the league at year 17 playing at a high level. LeBron James is sharing that with Carmelo Anthony, and the media is so scared because they want to erase Melo. They want to make it seem like this has never happened before. This is unprecedented. But here come Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James' original arch nemesis. You feel me? From Oak Hill and St. Vincent, St. Mary. This thing go back. This competitive relationship go back. You feel me? And before LeBron James won the championship, Carmelo Anthony used to dog LeBron up there in Cleveland when Denver used to roll up in there. Y'all remember? Y'all remember when Melo used to come in there and do? That's when you didn't really know if it was definitive who was better. You know? But everybody can't stack teams, you know. Everybody can't run off and go to a team where they got a lot of young assets and ship them off. You know, almost like a loan shark, just coming in there like just coming in there just like a bulldozer. You know, LeBron James is the type of. I mean, I ain't discrediting it, but LeBron James. Let's say the Lakers didn't have no assets. LeBron James would go to Chicago and try to get everybody traded there. He'll go there thinking, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of young talent. I love it here." Then he'll be in the back door trying to see how he can ship off Kobe White, um, Markkinen, Satoransky, Wendell Carter, figure out how they get them the hell out of there so he can go bring in the next big dog. You know, LeBron. I mean, Carmelo Anthony didn't do things like that. Carmelo Anthony wanted to get things from the ground up. You know, so everybody didn't do things like that. So that's all that matters. Hall of Famer. He's better than half of the league. Get in the comments section. Flight Sports TV. Donate to this channel. Alright? The link will be in the description box below this video. We got more videos coming tonight. Y'all go check out the new series. Underrated is an understatement. Subscribe so you don't miss nothing. Flight Sports TV. Get your merch, pexoticshop.com.